So I purposely try to avoid doing content about Charleston White. Like, it's someone that I would like to interview at most, talk to, figure out like the majority of what their whole gimmick and angle is, because I think it's a certain thing and I just want to see if it's really that. But this shit that I just seen him do in regard to Bricc Baby. Charleston White is one of those, like, there's a statistic, like, average person is gonna lie. I think it's higher for males. It's like one lie every, I don't lie, so I don't have like personal experience with this, but I'm trying to think. It was on average, and like when I started seeing people around me, I started noticing like that shit is definitely some true shit. Because the majority of people, not everybody, there's other people I've noticed who don't, but there's like a certain, like every certain amount of things said is going to be a lie. From like, and there's an actual statistic behind it. I gotta look it up. I might throw that in here somewhere. Yeah, it's 2 to 3 times during a 10-minute conversation. I remember like hearing it and being like, it's a lot. And now I'm like, well, I see it though. I see where it's coming from. Charleston White is one of those people who like tells 1 or 2 things of truth and then like 6 things of lies. And like I've felt this for a long time. I really have. And like I've sort of said it in other videos that were not about Charleston White. This is, I think, the first video I've ever done being like, this is like, you're going too far, Charleston. You're going too far. Just sit down for a second. Because if it weren't for the blatancy of things he's saying and the fact of my concern for people to take it seriously. Because I look at Charleston White, I don't take it seriously. I'm sorry, I just don't. I mean, I'm keeping a buck. I do not take it seriously. I take it seriously enough to leave him the fuck alone and never make no type of credible threat or try to do nothing to that man. I take that seriously. You want to go straight to jail and be buried under it? Hold my beer. Try doing something to Charleston White. Bricc Baby going, oh no. Bricc Baby, I'll worry. I'll worry about what's going to happen to you with what he said about dropping a dime on you. Like, I haven't even heard of nothing corresponding from this. But it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. So anything I say about that, man, I'll be like, listen, I get it's entertainment. I don't even try to be on that main bumper. The only reason I'm making this video is, listen, bro, you're going too far. And I'm going to break down why. I'm going to break down the point. It's not even because of him. It's because I want anyone who might have seen this and took what he said seriously, I want there to be a reference point that's out in the public domain. Granted, I know probably nobody will see this when I post it. I want there to be a reference point in the public domain where people can be like, okay, I see, okay, I'm not going to just take this hook, line, and sinker. You feel what I'm saying? Especially because I can do this in a way where it'll probably tag on to his shit. So, like, if you try to look up the Charleston White Bricc Baby, it'll probably come up with my shit right after that. So that's why I'm doing this. I really want it in the public domain where people could be like, okay, I'm not going to go commit treachery and set up my best friend over trying to get this fake badge I could buy on Amazon.
These motherfucking roads and things. They on my side and I'm on their side. I'm willing to lie for them and everything.
He goes, I'm not willing to lie for nobody, actually. But yet you're lying about 90% of the shit on that table, at least. Shit, I would even, there might be some backdoor shit about getting those. They might have changed the laws on that. Just like how Mountain Dew and any other legitimate, like, soft drink or anything involved with anything kids or people of all ages would drink was not allowed to make no alcohol. And now all of a sudden they got Lipton alcohol, they got fucking Mountain Dew alcohol, they got all these fucking soda brands, but there's a law about that for long. I got another video coming on that too. But yeah, so it's almost like there might be a backdoor for they might have allowed that to be sold now, but you gotta buy it at a gun store so they can nix check it and shit. Like, fuck if I know. Like I'm saying, I know all that other shit you got off Amazon.
I'm just saying, I'm not willing to lie for nobody.
But you lying with all that flea market police shit, bro. All that shit look like you could have got it from some fucking tent at a flea market. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Y'all see them arm get big, nigga.
That's like if I went on here and said, oh, you see I'm getting big, I'm pretty sure my muscles is bigger than his. My biceps is probably bigger than his is. If I went on here like that, motherfuckers would do me scandalous.
Your motherfucking arm get big, nigga. You see? Yeah, I'm riding around, I'm getting it. Yeah.
This is the part I have a problem with. Okay, listen. Snitching is not just, it's not just about the code. It's not just about the G code and all that shit. That's a big part of it. That's why you don't just snitch on like people you don't know. But turning your friends into the police is a whole nother level. And if there is a God and there is a hell, that motherfucker gonna send you straight to the worst part of it for that shit. I'll put that on everything. Cause why? Cause that's something called treachery. When you set your friends up in any type of way, this is why I feel like I had to repent for so much and go through so much bad karma. Like, even though a lot of people I set up wasn't my friends, it was like, and I didn't set them up for law enforcement. I just robbed them for their shit. Like, it was a lot of, like, I'll put it like this. There was a lot of people I robbed because they had problems with other people. And there was a lot of people I robbed because all of a sudden they had a problem with me. And it was like, we wouldn't have had issue, and maybe the issue that we had could have been worked out by just talking, but instead I like lined them up under some bullshit, or someone else had me line them up under some bullshit. So that's the point that I'm making, is that when you do that shit, God really do not like that shit. When you set up people that you know what I'm saying, kind of give a fuck about you and whatnot. When you set people up who kind of trust you and shit, God do not like that shit. So that's where I had a very distinct problem with this video, because you're not just telling people to do some shit that they could really go to hell for. You're telling people to do some shit that could get them put in like literally the worst fucking part of hell.
Show us. Or turn a few of your friends in. Yeah. Now you got to put niggas in jail and show them that you wouldn't have put niggas in jail to get a badge. You got to go far. You got to go beyond for him to get one of these too.
No, you don't. You literally go buy that whistle at the fucking dollar store, bro. Go buy that whistle at the fucking Dollar General. I promise you. You find in that fucking aisle with all the useless junk that they know you don't need, but you're gonna buy anyways because you just went to Dollar General and didn't even really have a fucking reason to go there besides fucking capitalism. More so because of consumerism. Because that shit is not doing nothing capitalistic. You wasting your money at goddamn Dollar General. What that is doing is capitalistic for the Dollar General. But for you, what it's doing is deciding to be a consumer and just buy a whole bunch of shit you really don't need just because in your mind you saw it. You saw it, you wanted it.
You got to go far and beyond, motherfucker, get one of these. Yeah, you just can't show up somebody, hey, I want a bag. No. Or turn a few of your friends in.
Yeah, you got $9.99 in the Amazon account? You can get one of them exact badges just like that with the chain and everything. It says special police and all that shit, man. I said, I've seen this shit before, man. Now, do I think that he got certain shit in the video possibly from law enforcement? Because let me tell you, the only thing he got in that video that I don't think you can get on Amazon, because if I remember right, I'm pretty sure it's illegal for civilians to have, is OC spray. Not pepper spray, OC spray. It's a different thing. It's not. I believe if I remember right, it's mixed with one of the components that makes VX gas or something. It's mixed with something that makes tear gas or something like that. That's why it's illegal, because you can break it down and reverse engineer it to make tear gas, etc. So, apart from that, which I know, he only had 3 cans of them, as if like he had a personal security detail and they all let him hold one. But like, because you're not going to have enough to reverse engineer it into anything. Plus, because it's a gas, you really have to have a very, like, something to capture that, hold it. You see what I'm saying? You have to have a whole on, like, Heisenberg setup going on. You know, like, you feel me? You have to have, like, some shit like that going on, bro. Like, you can just do that. Like, it's not, you know. It's like, probably, you can't even do that in your kitchen, I don't think. You can't do that in your kitchen. Anything with a gas, you just can't. So yeah, hopefully this gets seen by people who will be misled by Mr. Charleston White's previous video and be willing to just jump headfirst into that shit. before seeing this. Hopefully. But if not, it is what it is. I just wanted it out there as a reference point because I understand Charleston White is entertainment, okay? I understand most logical people like myself is like, they see through it. There's a lot of illogical people in this world, though. So, I'm out this bitch, man. Be safe.